When I started this channel, I had a portfolio of 125,000 Rand, and since then, in just the last 2 years, I have been able to double that to just over $250,000 Rand. So in this video, I'm going to show you not only how I have been able to double my investment's value, but we're going to go into detail about exactly which stocks I have sold and bought in order to get me there, and incredibly how I got to this point where right now I have 18 different investments and every single one of them is in a nice green profit because of the way I have been investing over the last 2 years. But the single most important thing I need to show you is at the end of the video and is the absolute key to both growing your portfolio and turning your investments into a nice profit. So make sure you stick around for that, and seriously, it really is important. So if you want to see all of that and pick up a few tips and tricks to grow your own portfolio, turn them into profit and grow your financial standing in life, then let's get started. So welcome to Casual Cash, where we take the complicated and technical world of finance and investing and make it casual, like two friends over coffee talking about money and what they're investing in. So let's pretend this desk is a coffee shop and hold on. And let me take you through my entire investing portfolio update with EasyEquities, Trading 212 and Robinhood. And because we're friends, I'll show you every single investment, how much profit or loss I'm making, and do my best to share some tips and tricks on how to make profit and income through investing. And because friends support friends, perhaps you can like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more chats like this one. Now, in a recent video, I told you about the passive income my portfolio generates, which on average is about 8% and comes to around 21,000 Rand a year from dividends. But today we're going to open up my EasyEquities portfolio and I'll show you stock by stock exactly the methods and the companies I invested in to double my portfolio to $250,000 and what I'm investing in now. And at the end, show you my #1 tip for making profits in investing. Let's not waste time, let's jump right in. So I have 3 portfolios in EasyEquities: my USA portfolio, my UK portfolio, and my SA portfolio. Let's start with, surprisingly, my least profitable right now, which is the USA. Now, the SA and UK markets have both had their national elections, and markets have risen as a result because markets don't like uncertainty. The USA will have their elections later this year, so there is still uncertainty in this market. But regardless, we are still sitting on a nice profit of 16.4% overall, so let me show you the individual stocks. So these two are my monthly dividend payers, the Global X Nasdaq 100 Covered Call and Realty Income. Both of them pay me monthly dividends, which together is around $13 a month. So they're not built to grow that much in share price, but still, with a 5.2 and 9% growth, I'm pretty happy with that, and they've paid another roughly $78 this year, which is another 4.5% each. Then my ETFs. The Schwab US Dividend Equity, which is up 7.4%, and that pays around 3.5% in dividends. This one is built for low and steady growth of both its stock price and dividend payments, and it's well diversified as an ETF. And the Vanguard S&P 500 is a staple in any portfolio with a crazy 25% profit, and this ETF I dollar cost average into, which basically means I top it up regularly, like every month or every few weeks, and that allows me to reduce my risk and buy in when the price is up or down, so I get a smooth and steady profit with less risk. S&P 500 only has a 1% dividend, but you buy it for the long-term growth, which is looking good so far. I also have a small £44 holding in my Trading 212 account that's in a profit and that I'm busy building up. And my most profitable share in my USA portfolio, both by share price and dividends, which is rare, is Simon Property Group. As you can see, I slowly and regularly bought into this stock, with my oldest investments reaching up to 42% profit, but all of them evened out is currently at slightly over 30% profit, which is great. On top of that, it pays a 5.3% dividend, and I've received roughly $100 extra income from that. I'm very happy with how the share has performed and my total USA portfolio as a whole. with $575 in share price profits and another $297 in dividends since I've been investing in the USA markets. Now, something to remember with EasyEquities is that from last year they introduced their Thrive monthly fee of 25 Rand that can really erode your investment returns if you don't jump through all of their hoops each month to waive it. In their own words, they may sell your shares if you don't pay for it in your cash balance. So a great alternative and investing platform is Brokstock, because they charge 0 monthly fees, and not only that, but if you use the link in the description, sign up a new account and deposit 500 Rand or more to get started, they will deposit an extra 100 Rand for free into your account that you can use to invest and build your portfolio. That's an instant 20% return and 100 Rand for free for 5 minutes of work, and you get to try out a great platform with no monthly fees. Now, remember that this offer is exclusive to Casual Cash viewers. That means you watching right now. So to get that 100 Rand free, you have to use the link in the description to get it. And after depositing 500 Rand, they will deposit your 100 Rand for free within 7 to 10 days. So if you want to try it out, click the link, deposit your 500 Rand and get your 100 Rand for free. So let's get to our next section. My second most profitable but my largest by holdings is my South African portfolio. Currently I have a bit over 100,000 Rand invested here for an overall profit of 16.4% and around 14,300 Rand in share price profit. Now, I did sell my 2 unit trusts, the Prescient Income Provider and Coronation Strategic Income. The reason for that was, while they both brought in some good income, I worried that over the long term I would be missing out on the compounded share price growth. While I still think they're good investments, when I looked at my 20-year goals, they were making around 8% a year return and the S&P 500 made 25%. And yes, that will vary, but if you compound that by 25 years, I thought other investments might make more sense on that long-term horizon. So it is sitting in cash, and if you want to see how we invested, subscribe to the channel or head to the Casual Cash Club in the description to see day to day how we invest that money. Then, first in the SA portfolio are the banks. Some great investments I made in 2022 when interest rates were going up and bank share prices were going down. I knew that over time interest rates would stabilize and banks would recover, so I started buying shares while they were down, and as you can see, they've been doing quite well, with between 20 to 31% return, and also because I bought them low, I bought them with over 7% dividends, so 30% returns, over 7% in dividends. Personally, I think it's hard to beat that, so I'm very happy with these. Then some property shares. A mixed bag on share price with Fairvest at 29%, Octodec at 11% and StoreAge at -1%. But still, profits of over 5,000 Rand, but the dividends here really are staggering. The best in my portfolios. StoreAge is at around 9%, Fairvest at 10% and Octodec at nearly 15% in dividends. Together these guys pay me around 7,300 Rand a year in passive income. So the total return of each of these is very much in a good profit, and with interest rates set to come down in the next year, probably, I think property shares in general should do well, plus I'm a big fan of passive income. The last share for SA is Sanlam. Now, this was a clever one because I bought when this was very low after the once-off cost they had to pay from the SA riots and looting event in 2021. Because it was a once-off event, I knew profitability would return, so I bought around 9,000 Rand, and since then it's had a 36% return and made 3,363 Rand in price profits and another 1,100 Rand in dividends. So a nice 50% return on investment. Now, I don't always make the right investment decisions, but every now and then I might have some nice ideas on when and what to invest in, and I share them all on the Casual Cash Club on Patreon. Just 2 months ago, I put up a post for the club about IG Group and how I thought it was a good investment. And since that post, it has gone up by 18.2% in 2 months and pays a 5.2% dividend. Now, it won't always be like that, but if you want to get some investment ideas to research further or see what I'm investing in personally day to day, along with monthly updates of this portfolio and my dividend income, spreadsheets to track your own investments, 2 free ebooks, and general tips and tricks, then check out the Casual Cash Club in the description. And the best thing is there is a 7-day free trial. So you might as well check it out because it costs you nothing and it might make you some money, so why not? And now onto my last, smallest, yet most profitable portfolio of them all, my UK portfolio. And after that, I want to show you something special, which is my #1 quick tip for growing a profitable portfolio. So here we have £1,700 invested, but we are sitting on an overall profit of all the investments of 20%. Let's take a look first at our index funds. Like the S&P 500, these are the 2 main index funds for the UK and Europe, with the FTSE 100 in the UK at a 10% profit and the Euro Stoxx 50 at 14% profit. Then SSE, which is a renewable power producer in the UK. They do solar power, wind power, hydro, gas, etc. and they are up by 11% and pay a decent 3.2% dividend, so a solid investment there. And the last 2 are our banks. Now, remember I said I liked investing in banks while interest rates were rising and bank prices were dropping? Well, the UK was no exception and in fact gave me even better returns than the SA banks, with my HSBC holdings up by 31% and paying a crazy 7.2% dividend. Can you believe that? 30% growth and 7% dividends, so very happy there. And then Lloyds Bank with a very nice roughly 35% profit, and when I bought it, it was around 6% dividends, but in the market today around 4.6, which is still pretty good. So that brings us to the end of the portfolio breakdown, with every single stock I have invested in showing a nice profit and some decent dividends. I have been very happy with how the results have been, and again, if you want to see all of my investments live and in real time as I make them on the day, to maybe help with ideas for your own stock buys, then go claim your free 7-day trial for the Casual Cash Club in the description. And now I need to show you my #1 tip for growing a profitable stock portfolio. And what I need to show you is this video right here. So Chris, let's play the clip. Now this right here is my same portfolio just about 18 months ago, nearer to when I started. Now there are a few changes since then, a few things I sold and bought in the process, but what is important to note is that nearly every single stock I invested in was in the red and making me a loss, an overall loss, and nearly every stock I had was in the red. So the important question, what changed and brought us to the portfolio that we are seeing today? Well, #1 is I started investing in solid long-term growth stocks and dollar cost averaging into them over time, and not buying hype stocks or trying to time the market. And the second thing, and most importantly in my opinion, is I gave my portfolio the gift of time. Markets go up and down, but the best thing I think you can do to bring your portfolio to a good profit is to invest in solid companies and give them time to outgrow the turbulence of the day-to-day market. So my strategy has been to both buy and hold for the long term and let time and compound growth do its thing and build my wealth, build my passive income, and improve my financial standing in life for myself, my family, and live the best life I can in the process. So guys, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Please subscribe to the channel to see more, like the video, and claim your free 100 Rand from Brokstock, and claim your free 7-day trial for the Casual Cash Club. Both links are in the description, and I will see you next time, as always, on Casual Cash. Cheers.